guys, so today's video is very spur of the moment and I'm actually really excited about it. It could go so badly so quickly, but we'll see. If you guys aren't familiar with Emily Noel 83, you haven't been watching my videos very long because I talk about her a lot. But she does this video called Palette Bingo, where you take any palette that has several shades in it, you use a random number generator to get 5, B-I-N-G-O, and you have to use those 5 shades in a look, regardless of like how they may not play well together. So for today's video, I thought I would use this palette that I've been using a lot. So this is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I'm hoping that I will be tested with some like really weird mixes in here. So this palette has 21 shades in it, which I thought was a good amount. However, I thought I would throw in an extra for bingo with an exclamation point at the end for excitement. And this is the other palette that I've been playing with a lot. This is the Urban Decay Elements palette here, and I thought we would do one extra shade because almost everything in this palette is shimmery or holographic or metallic, except for maybe 3 exceptions. Watch me get one of the mattes out of all these shades in here. But I think I've showed you guys this before. That's what this looks like, a lot of really cool colors, and it could be disastrous depending on what colors we get in the other palette. So that's what we're going to do today. Very excited. Let's get to picking the shades. Okay, so the Born to Run palette has 21 shades as I mentioned, so we're going to go 1 through 7, 8 through 14, and 15 through 21, okay? So here is Google. I have the random number generator from 1 to 21, so we're going to click Generate. 21, okay, so that is Big Sky. We're going to do a second one, that's the B. 6, which is Riff. Okay, we can do this. That's the I. 4. Alright, that's very doable as well. Ah. Weekender, so that's the N. 2, oh man, why are we just all up in here? 2 is Stranded. This isn't going to be as exciting as I thought. That's the G. Okay, what's the O going to be? 21 again. Lies. 19. Drift. Interesting. Okay, so we have B-I-N-G-O, and then we're going to get the other palette and do one more. So the Elements palette has 19 shades, so I'm going to go around the outside. So 1 to, what is that, 12? Yes, 1 to 12. Then we're going to go 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 19, okay? So we've got 1 to 19 here. Generate. And we got 6. Okay, 6 is, it's a matte. It's Elemental. I'm picking another one. We're gonna do double exclamation points. If the next one is a matte too, I'm gonna be like, really? Really? Okay, come on. Test me here. 11. Oh, okay, I asked for it. We're going Ego, which is like this duochromatic purpley blue shade. Alright. Got my work cut out for me. Okay guys, so I swatched everything out here in order. First thing that I noticed was that these top 4 shades like could literally be its own palette. Like this is the one that throws everything off. I don't think I've even used that shade ever. It's like a cool smoky purple shade, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. And then I also noticed, so these are the 2 from the Elements palette. This shade is so similar to this one. It's, if anything, it's like a smidge darker. A smidge. A tad. I don't know. This could go horribly wrong. You've been warned. Okay, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm listening to some music. So I already primed my eyes. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Minor Sin. Figured I would stick with the Urban Decay family for this video. I'm going to start off easy. We're going to go in with Weekender, which is, I'm going to try to just reference them on my hand. I hope that's okay, because showing you the palette every time might get a little bit annoying to you guys. So I'm going to take shade 3, which is Weekender, and I'm just going to start putting that in my crease area. And by crease area, you guys know, I mean the one that I create for myself. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell on camera, but I get a lot more impact from these shades than say someone who has like a darker skin tone. Like I don't think this would show up on anyone beyond like a light, maybe medium tone. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with Riff here, just the warm brownish color, and then I'm gonna just try to set up like the base here because I really don't know what's gonna be happening with the lid or the crease or the lower lash line. I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I'm also gonna go in with this shade, which is Elemental, which is just like the one that's basically the same. I just want to see if there's any difference, and I have to include it, so we're gonna try it. Pretty sure it's like the exact same color. Yeah, I think it's literally the same shade. Like, I don't detect any noticeable difference between the two, but it's there, so that counts. Okay, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do next. One of the original rules with palette bingo was that you can bring in any additional shadows, you just have to use the ones that you picked, but I wanted to really test myself and not do that, so, ooh, I'm gonna regret this. I think I'm gonna take Drift and put it on the lid. Because when I think lid color with this warm situation, I think smoky, cool toned purple. I'm already regretting it, but it's too late. I already said I would do it. Oh no. I took a smaller shader brush because I have to be really precise with this. My eyes are two different shapes too, so making these match with like a darker color on the lid is a lot harder for me than using a lighter one. And this is so cool toned. I'm not used to this. Appropriately so. Nervous by Shawn Mendes is playing in my ears right now, and this look has me feeling real nervous. That isn't horrible exactly, but it's something. So we're gonna go in with Stranded, which is, oh hello, is this like golden shade here, and I'm going to put that in this area so that line isn't so harsh, and again to like attempt to warm that up a little bit. I'm just like patting it on because I don't know what this is gonna look like. If it's gonna look muddy, which it kind of is, which is awesome. Okay, I feel like that side actually worked better than the other side. Okay guys, I have decided that I'm going to go back into Drift, that smoky purple, and I'm going to just take it all the way across because this weird like zone here is not vibing with me, and it just looks confused and left out. So we're just gonna pull that a little bit further down the lid. Okay, I already feel like that's looking a little better. It was really throwing me off there for a second. I don't hate this. Yes, I do. So I'm gonna go back in with Riff, and I'm just gonna blend that a little bit. Just a tad. Like I'm using these weird synonyms for a little bit, a lot in this video. Okay, now I think I'm gonna go into Ego, which is that duochromatic purple, and I think I'm gonna press that onto my lid, like maybe the center of it, which I'm not like a halo eye person. I just don't have the eyes for it, especially since my eyes are uneven. That's not like a look that works out so well. You can't see that a ton, but I like it. Okay, let's do the other side. Here's the issue. This is gonna get swallowed up because of my mono lids, hooded lids, whatever. So if you watch, like when I actually look regularly straight, like that purple disappears, especially on my right eye. So I think I'm just gonna pull that out even further on the lid. That's just the whole theme of this, is just more. I'm gonna say uncle, and I'm gonna take brown. I've got to deepen this up because it's just not, I can't. I just can't. Okay, we're gonna do Good As Gone, which is this brown here, and I'm just gonna put this in what would have been my outer V area. You know what, guys? I don't know, this is like not wowing me, so I'm gonna see what happens if I take a little bit of Big Sky, which is like that teal color, and I'm gonna put a little bit of that on the lid too, which we're just putting everything. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, oh god. Where should I, like, just like straight up on top? You know what, this is giving me real Ursula vibes right now, because we've got like, oh my gosh, like a smoky purpley gray black thing going, and then like that tealish color, you know? Oh my gosh, that's so weird. The biggest struggle for me is making my two eyes look somewhat even when the shapes and lids are so different, because like when I close my eyes, sure they look the same, but when I open them, that's when it's like, oh, that's not working on that one. Ooh, I like that. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on camera, but in person, it's really pretty. Okay, while I was waiting for the trash truck to go by, I did my liner already using the LA Girl Line Art Matte Eyeliner, which is an interesting product. It's a felt tip. It's drying out though, so I did have to go over it a little with the AOA Studio liquid eyeliner, which I talked about in my Shop Miss A haul. I didn't want to put my mascara on yet because I'm not sure if I'm done with my lid yet. I did touch up a little bit of that gold in the very front, but other than that, I didn't touch it. Okay, so now I'm going to take some black liner on the lower lash line, and I'm going to smudge that out to kind of set up a base. And that's the completed look. It can be messy. I put tons of shadow over it, so I just like to lay that down as a base. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Drift, which is that smoky purple, and I'm gonna put that on the outer lower lash line. I don't know if you'll be able to see, that's a really nice, cool, smoky effect.
Okay, Sean, I can't do this sad song right now. Oh, that one's live. Sorry, I'm using this as my remote.
Okay, so I think I'm going to take Ego, which is that duochromatic purple, and I think I'm going to put that in the center and see what that looks like. Okay, I'm going with Big Sky, which is like that teal color, and I'm going to put that in the inner third. That's pretty. And I'm going to blend that towards the purple too, so it's not so like segmented. Yeah, I like the lower lash line a lot more than I like the lid, but I'm gonna take another a little bit bigger, fluffier pencil brush for my eyes anyway. I'm gonna go in with Weekender, which was that like nudish initial crease color. Whoa, this is super overexposed. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that and blend up under, because it's a tad harsher than I anticipated. I don't usually work with such cool colors down here. And actually, I'm going to tap into Riff ever so slightly, and I'm going to warm that up so that it coordinates a little bit more with the lid. You know what? I really love how that teal looks on the lower lash line, so I'm going to see if I can take it and make it stand out a little bit more on the lid, or at least get more of a gradient or something going, because that color is kind of unrecognizable up here. It's pretty washed out, so okay, that's a little better. Now I'm gonna go back in with Stranded, which is that like mid-tone gold-ish color, and I'm just gonna place a little bit of that. Normally I would like to use something a little bit brighter, but I don't want to bring in another shade. I might change my mind in a second, but I'd like to see how this looks first. Okay, so I finished up. I put on my Ardell 122s, and this is the finished look. I feel like the lighting is like uneven, or maybe my eyes are just really uneven. Sorry about the gardener, but do you guys see what I'm saying about like the Ursula vibes? I don't know. I'm getting like that cool, smoky, but like, I don't know, slightly evil. But I like how it turned out actually. I'm quite pleased. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video and you know the kinds of palettes that I have and would like me to do it again, let me know what palette you would like to see. I have my eye on the Jaclyn Hill palette right there because that's got a ton of shades in it. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought, and I'll see you next time. Bye!